Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I am here the next morning after last night we worked on this journal, my Mimi's journal, together, and we added the fabric, and I had left it where I had to glue this piece down, so I went ahead and did that. And so I just cut it off here, right here, just cut it off and glued it down just like we did on the front. So it's all glued down now. I did try to sew on here. My sewing machine, this is really hard. Whatever this is made out of, it's a book board or whatever, and it's very hard. My sewing machine wouldn't go through here. And then I realized my sewing machine wouldn't, like if I tried to put this in my sewing machine and sew like right here, I was going to sew in the groove, and it wouldn't fit. There's not enough room in between like my sewing machine and where the needle is to get this in there to sew here, so I couldn't do that. So I just was kind of just sewed right here, a straight stitch across the top and the bottom of the spine, and it kind of blends in with the lines and everything on here, but I just did that. That's all I did. That's all I was able to sew on the spine on this one. So then I started picking out papers for the pages, and so I thought I'd just work on that for a few minutes this morning before I have to get ready for work. So I just turned on the camera as I was doing that, and I have in here so far 3 pages from this this baby book. I pulled out 3 pages, so I'm thinking 3 signatures. I could add a 4th one if I want to. I want to get these 3 and then see how bulky it is in here. So I'm going to do that. So I have, let's see, I only have 1 in this signature. This signature I have 2 so far, and I have this page right here with some pockets, and so that's in there. This one I have some wallpaper and a page, just a page, and this one's white on the back. I may go back and spritz some color on here, and a doily that I had to cut down to fit in here a little bit, but it's a doily placemat, and I'm going to leave it white. I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to do any coffee dyeing in here or distressing. I just want it to be colors that kind of go along with the cover, which is a bluish here. There's some pink and some yellow on here, and then of course the spine has all these colors. So that's kind of these papers really go along. Let me show you the papers I have here. They really go along with this fabric. I mean, just perfect little colors. Can you see even this pink here, even like is just a slightly lighter version of this right here. And these are all, these 2 are double-sided, and these 4 are white on the back. So I thought I'd go ahead and kind of fold these this morning, get these in here, and then go from there. See if I, I have to fold them and cut them down. These are 12 by 12. So at this point, I'm just folding them and cutting them to fit into these signatures. This is extra scrap right here. So, oh no, is this a page? Oh, this is a page. Okay, so yeah, I just folded these. But yeah, I will decide if I'm going to put trims on later. Right now I'm just folding and cutting. So let's just see what we can get done this morning. I'm super excited. Maybe this will come together pretty quickly, because I do have a sonogram picture and a card to put in here so far, and some things to write about, that have been going on. Oh, I have a picture of the focal wall in the nursery. I can print that out. So I'm going to put my scraps in back of me, I think, for the moment, in case I need them later. Like I can always sew on or glue on a pocket from the scraps too, or even a side tuck. And I've got all my trims here, so I'm going to decide that later. Right now I just want to get the pages cut. So let me see, I'm just kind of measuring here. Let's see. So this one was good as far as the length, and so let me go with the original for the length. So I don't like kind of get shorter and shorter, you know what I mean? I want them to be the length. I've got this wallpaper in here that's a little longer, so I don't want that to be my measurement. I want this to be my measurement. The actual original page from the journal. I mean from the original baby book. So that's what I'm going to use as my little template here. So I hope everyone has a great day. It's today's Wednesday, and this will probably be published tomorrow. So I hope everyone's having a great day and a great week. Okay, I'm just going to put my pages up there. I think I'm going to cut them, put them up there, and then I'll decide which, I'll divide them among the signatures. Maybe that might be the fastest way to do it right now. This is very thick cardstock, and this is some of the papers I picked up at a thrift store. I have a big pile here that I picked up at a thrift store. Cardstock and scrapbook paper. And the colors were just kind of, I thought they were pretty perfect for this journal. I want it to be, I'm not necessarily bright, but I'm going to say bright. Bright and cheery, and yet a little kind of babyish and vintage looking. Okay, is that right? Yep, that looks good. Next piece. Okay, the next pieces are papery. These are more paper, or they are paper, not cardstock. Let's see how pretty they are. Maybe we'll fold them all really quick. Okay. There's number 2. And I have plenty more of these papers if I, like, say I decided to use these types of papers right here. But I'm thinking I want to use some papers that I have. Well, I think I want to use some from that children's book I showed you in video number 1. Okay, so let's cut these off. So I want to get some of those out next and see how I like those in here. It's kind of this is kind of a test, like if I get some pages out that I don't like, then I don't have to use them, It's kind of a test or an experiment. Okay. And I can always turn these around if I want, like this. If I don't want it like this, I can always turn it backwards like that when I put it in the journal and figure out what goes where. Okay. See, I have plenty of cutoffs for pockets and things. Okay, so we've got all of these cut. All of that, pretty colors. Okay, so let's see, I have one in here. Let's add one back here. Look how good that matches. See the colors here? Can you see that? Not that this will show. This is the teeth, and I keep saying I'm going to cover that up. So, but right now it matches. Okay, let's go ahead and put a blue in here. Put a blue in each one. We've got a peachy pinky there, and then we'll do a blue. This one has pockets. I don't know how many pockets I need. I don't think I need a whole lot. I picture myself putting in more, doing more writing and putting in pictures, you know. Let's put a color in between here and the doily. Well, let's turn this one around maybe. But then we have white and white there. This was trying to see what I think I want. I'm going to turn this around and see how it goes. I can always change it. But you know what? I'll put a cardstock there because this is double-sided color. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, but see, I have I think I want a blue one here. So let's put this color, then the doily. Yeah, so I was putting a blue in each one. So now I have my blue, but it's double-sided. Okay, now let's start from the back again. And go, we just put a blue in. And let's put cardstock in this one. And then a cardstock in this one. And we have one paper left. This one already has more than the rest because it has the doily and the wallpaper. So let's put this one somewhere else. Let's see, we have, yeah, it'll go right here. Okay, so we got all of those in. There we go. I'm going to put 10 papers in each one, each signature, and fold it in half. That will be 20 pages or 40 fronts and backs in each one. That's a lot. And then I'm going to see how it looks in here. And then I might go ahead and add my pockets and my trims and then see how bulky it is and decide whether I want to add a fourth signature. I'm thinking that a fourth signature, by the time I get all that in there, a fourth signature won't fit. So let's see, where's that book? Got it right here. Let me show you the cardstock that I got at a thrift store. All of this. It's all the colors here that are great for this, like pastels. There's white, there's a piece of cream there. Blue, green, pink, and yellow. That's a lot. I got all that at a thrift store for next to nothing, you know what I mean? So this is the book I wanted to see. I wanted to pull a few pages out of here and see what they look like in here and see if I want to use them. I'm thinking I do want to use them, but like I could get it in there and say, oh, these colors are not gonna go, or I don't like this in here. So I'm just gonna cut this apart real quick. See if I can get a couple pages out of here. It's already coming apart right here, see? So I think this whole block will just pop right out here. This whole book block, I should say. See, that just was hardly even attached. It was, yeah. So it's just got this one part attaching it here. And this could, ooh, messing up my stuff. There we go. Yeah. There we go. There's the cover. Okay, I put that to the side. And here's the pages. So it's like I love all of these pages, so it doesn't really matter what I pull out of here. I wonder if they would come out together. Let's see here. Like, you know, yeah, I think they might. Let's see, let's pull this one out right here. This is a signature. Let me get my little scissors. Where are they? Oh, that's not them. They must be floating around here somewhere. I don't see them, so I'll just use these. these are sewn in signatures. I'm just cutting the strings here. Some of them are just coming right out like that one. Okay, so let's see what we have here. These might be really good for, you know, then I wouldn't have to put pages back together type thing. They're already together. Yeah, that's perfect. But the size is too big, of course, so that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. I'm not going to want to cut these too much. Look how pretty these are. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, let's see how much we would have to. I can fold part of it, but I'm going to have to cut some of it too. Alright, so I can see cutting off the bottom a little bit. I think I'll go from there and maybe do a fold out. So if I put one of these in each signature, I just cut off the bottom a little and do a fold out. Because I haven't done any fold outs yet, and my 12 by 12 papers are not big enough to do a fold out unless I put something, you know, add something to them. So let's get our little measuring piece here. Let's see what we need to cut off the bottom. See, I'm just cutting off a little bit of words and things that are not part of the main, you know, like you won't miss them too much. All right. There we go. And let's just do 2 more while we're at it. So I have one for each signature. I'm not going to look at what I'm cutting off because I don't want to know. Okay. All right, so if we put it in here, like here's one. These pages are so pretty. I think I'm going to like this. I wasn't sure, you know, with the bright colors, but look how pretty. Now I don't know what I'll put on them, you know what I mean? But I don't care. I think it's going to be pretty, and I'll just play it by ear as to what I do with them, as far as putting things on them or writing on them or whatever I decide to do. Let me see how they fold. They're folding good. I don't see any cracking. I put it right out to the edge of the original pages. Try to get a nice even fold here. They're thick, kind of like thick pages, really thick paper. So it's like folding cardstock, you know, a little harder than folding just paper. All right, there we go. Got one. Okay, cool. There's 2 more here. There's our doily. Okay, so we got that right in the fold there. Let's see if I can fold this one. And I can always, if I wanted to make one of these a tuck spot, I can always glue it down or sew it down. So that would like, that I just said that because this one looks like it would be, like it just came out perfect with this bird here. It just looks like it would be pretty, really pretty tuck spot. Let's see. I could always fold it the other way too. You know what I mean? Okay. Did I do that right? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I like these. I might have to use more than 3. We'll see. And we'll see how much time I have left after this. I only had about 20 minutes. Oh, that's another one. Look how pretty that was when I folded it over. Oh, that color. This one I want to fold out right to the edge here. So let me get it out to where it's supposed to be, or where I want it. I don't know if you can see how it's folding, but it's just a little different than folding paper because it's so thick. Okay. All right. We made some major progress here in just a few minutes. So, I'm wondering if I want this to be, because I kind of do like a cover of each signature, you know what I mean? I might switch these up, like say, maybe I might want the wallpaper on the outside as a starting cover to this signature. So I'm going to think about that. What do I want to actually have each signature as like a cover of the signature? Okay, so I'm going to keep this handy because I might want some more pages. Here's a cutoff, and here's a cutoff in my wallpaper. So I'm keeping all my cutoffs together. Right in back of me. I think I'll put all the things that I've used in back of me too, because I use that one paper pad for the inside cover. I use the book, and I use some book pages, which I have right here. Here's the rest of the book pages. Is that the rest? I think that is the rest. And then I have, let me see what else I've used. The book, I already put that over there. This is the other baby book. And there's stuff in here. Look at this old calendar, 1946. This is one thing that gave me the possible date of these journals. There's a needle poked in here for some reason. I guess to keep these pages, to keep these pages together. Maybe they were flipping them up and just keeping them together. Like, so I've seen people do that. I think they maybe did that instead of a staple. Like if they didn't have a stapler, they used a pin of some sort. This is a needle, but this is an old calendar here. That's neat. I could take this apart. There's staples right here. If I want to use these pages separately. They're very thin though. Very thin. Let me see how thin they are, just to share this with you. Very thin, like thinner than onion skin. So thin. And then here's all this stuff was in here. See all this? Postcard. This is a report card. I mean, this was used. This was a real baby book that was used. Let's see there's an envelope here, but there's nothing in it. That one. And then this envelope is from a camp. So this is, what's in here? Let's see. Oh, some patches. Patches from camp. Patches earned from camp. Athletics, swimming, Bible study, and first aid. So probably went to church camp. And then more postcards. Oh, this is a hospital. Oh, I think I know where that building is, right here in my town. And I didn't realize that was ever a hospital. I think I know that building. And now it's a school, but it's a school, not one of the main schools. It's kind of a school for kids that get kicked out of school, if that makes sense. There's kids that get kicked out of school or have trouble in school go to this school. At least that's what it was the last time I heard about it. So I think that's it. I'm not sure. But anyway, here's another postcard. Oh, this is a postcard. This is something from insurance company, and it's kind of thin, almost onion skinny type paper. a bulletin from a church, a couple bulletins. This is, I don't remember looking at this. I probably did, but Vacation Bible School Certificate. It's opens up to, yeah, just one page there. And what is this? Just something that happened, you know, writing about something that happened. Like it said we visited Grandma or something like that. And here's the rest of this book. See, it was some blank pages and some written. Here's a couple of these. I remember looking at these because I thought these were really cool. Old, whatever, music. It's like a really nice old looking picture on the front, and this is a poem, this is music, and this is another little poem type thing. So I thought those were really cool. I remember looking at those. Okay, so how does this come apart? It's got these spirals in here, but I think I can just cut. There's a piece of paper right here, or what is that? Cardboard or plastic right here that's holding it in. Oh, it's just gonna like pull out, I think. See that? Okay, that was easy. I wasn't sure. It just came right out and nothing ripped or anything, so that's awesome. And these are just coming right off. Well, the spiral came off down here at the bottom and didn't rip the holes or anything. It just like slipped right off of there. And now, so I just have to deal with this spiral now. Let's see if this one, if I can get this, if I need to cut this, or I want to keep these holes. These are cool. So I'm just going to cut this off. Because I might want to use some of these pages. That's what I'm getting at. I want to see if I want to use some of these pages or envelopes or whatever. So I'm just going to get these pieces off of here. Alright, so we got that apart. So how are the pages? They're single, okay. See, the ones in this journal and this other baby book were, see, these were together. So those were perfect. But these are, interesting, but they could be like, see how this is? Just blank, but it's a nice old vintage, pretty decorated around the edges. So if I wanted to put this on the back of one of the white pages, let me show you real quick, and then I'm probably going to need to go. Let's say, let me find a white page, or even, okay, so even this right here, the wallpaper, this could go right here. I would need to cut it down slightly. I would try to keep these, well, I would like to try to keep these, but that would be the logical thing to cut off too. And there's a little bit of, well, it's the exact, say if I glued it on here, it's the perfect length. I would just need to cut a little bit, see how much it sticks over there. I would need to cut a tiny bit, well, actually, maybe I could get it on there. Let me see. Gosh, I would just, a sliver. So there is a little sliver here beside these, like I'm going to call these bubbles. Kind of look like bubbles or something. I could cut a very, very slim strip off this side and it would still fit. I wouldn't have to cut off my little parts where it came out of the spiral. That would be cool. So like here, and then let's see how they fit on the back of a page. I know this one I cut, it's a little bit smaller than the wallpaper, but I just want to see how much. Okay, so this one sticks out quite a bit. So I'd have to decide, do I want to cut off over here? See how much, see the bubbles would come off, have to come off. Or where the spiral was, if I put something on the back. Of course, there's different pages, so I can go through and see, is there something that would work better where I wouldn't have to cut off. It's just blank space type of thing, you know. So I think I will use some of these too. So that might be my next little video, and figuring out how we can add some of these pages from this baby book. And then I want to keep these handy, the things we just pulled out of there, all these little things to use as decorations or something, especially these right here would be cute to use somewhere. So that I want to keep handy. And then I have all of this that I pulled out right here. This is cardstock. This right here I know I picked up at a thrift store. All this scrapbook paper right here. This colored. This is from something else. This, yeah, these all. This right here I know came from something I picked up at a thrift store. Isn't it pretty? Or else I got it in Happy Mail. I wonder if I got that in Happy Mail. And then all of this, I'm trying to remember where I got this because it's not in a package. And most of the things that are not in a package I got at a thrift store. So I'm going to guess that I got this at a thrift store. Because everything I bought from you know, like Tuesday mornings in a paper pad or wrapped up in cellophane. And this is all loose. So I think I got all of this at, and this is really beautiful paper right here. I'm thinking I got all of this at a thrift store right here. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I think it's probably time for me to get ready for work. And I think we made some major progress here on our signature. So I can't wait to work some more. I wish I just could stay home and work on my journal today. But here's how, what do we have? About 5 pages in each one so far. So it's filling up already. Look at this. Can you see the signatures in there? By the time we get like 5 more, that's going to be filled up. So I'm gonna say 3 signatures right now. I'm gonna say 3. That's not gonna fit. I mean, you could squish a 4th one in there, but it's not necessary. I want to have plenty of room for putting stuff in. So, and then actually 5 more pages might not even fit in there. So anyway, we'll do some more work on it hopefully tonight when I get home from work. And I'll see you then. So thanks for watching today, and happy crafting. See you next time.